Hello, everyone. I want to extend a tremendous thank you for your continued support. You are the fuel that drives the scientific programs at Cure Sanfilippo Foundation. I want to take a few moments to update you on some of the progress and take a look at the year ahead. First, let's talk about the clinical trial of Anakinra. This trial has been a close collaboration between Cure Sanfilippo Foundation and the clinical team at the Lundquist Institute in Los Angeles, California, and the University of Minnesota. The company Sobi has kindly donated trial drug for this study, and Cure Sanfilippo Foundation has funded all of the clinical trial costs. In addition to the medical expenses of the trial, the foundation takes care of all travel, food, and hotel costs so that families can participate without added financial burden. This trial has now fully enrolled 20 patients. Final study results are expected over the next year, but early data suggests that patients are experiencing benefits in many symptoms of Sanfilippo. In order to apply to the FDA for approval for this drug, specifically for the indication of Sanfilippo, we're planning a second study and look forward to more children having a chance to try this medication. Additional research at UCLA, also funded by the foundation, will look at blood samples from children enrolled in this study in hopes of finding new biomarkers, ways to assess the disease progression and impact in the brain, but through the blood. Therefore, this avoids the need for invasive spinal taps, and we can simply do a blood draw and understand what's going on in the brain. What's next on the clinical trial front? Well, we're hopeful that our ongoing collaborations with the team at the University of North Carolina will result in a new gene therapy clinical trial in 2022. While our support to date will cover the costs of drug manufacturing, clinical trial costs are still on our plate as we move forward. Some exciting advances in new ways of treating Sanfilippo are emerging from research funded by the foundation and that we have been honored to support. These include things like using existing drugs to treat and also better understand the abnormal dopamine neurotransmitter pathway in Sanfilippo children, which has been understood to be a part of the autism related symptoms and later on dementia related symptoms in our children. Research is also showing the use of growth factors, chaperones, silencing molecules as possible ways that we can reduce the heparan sulfate storage burden in our children's bodies and brain. And there's so many others. Collaborations with our international and US-based Sanfilippo organization partners have also grown this past year with our collective funding of scientific projects and advocacy projects. One such advocacy project, we responded to the need to address pandemic-related educational challenges in our children. It was a tough last year or two, particularly for children who have neurologic disease. Our collaboration with the University of Minnesota and other MPS-related organizations enabled publication of guidelines for our children's educational needs. This will continue to be an excellent resource for families advocating for their children in the school systems, even beyond pandemic times. We're also rounding out the work of developing global clinical guidelines for the care and management of children with Sanfilippo. This has been a multi-year effort in collaboration with expert physicians from around the world and our partner Sanfilippo organization in Australia. We are excited to see this published in the coming months. Priorities for next year will be continued engagement with the FDA, enriching our collaborations across many fronts, and a special focus on the scientific understanding of the unique manifestations of Sanfilippo in daily life and how to improve them. We want to fill in the gaps beyond what is already known and understand how we can address these in children of all ages. One way we're looking to do this is through our collaboration with All Stripes and the launch of the PRIMER study. This study will look at the medical records of children living and who have passed away from Sanfilippo. This will help us better understand treatment targets, unmet needs, and patterns that may emerge that none of us have actually ever thought of. So this is an opportunity to understand and tap into things that haven't been tapped into yet. We want this to allow us to help drive better and more efficient clinical trials. If you're a parent of a child with Sanfilippo watching, please, I encourage you to go to the All Stripes Sanfilippo website and sign up. You just enter the names of your child's doctors, click yes, I want to participate in research, and that's it. So a nice, easy way to contribute to the scientific understanding and help all of our children. Honestly, there are so many things going on. Really, really exciting things. But there is still so much that we need to do and so many opportunities that we need to pursue in order to help our children. I want to thank you all for sticking with us, for believing in the mission. I wish you all a great night and a happy, healthy, joy-filled holiday season and New Year. All my best.
This year, Cure Sanfilippo launched a new viral video called Help Simon. In fact, just a month ago. I'm sure you remember some of the previous videos we've launched over the years, Saving Eliza, Saving Carter, and Save Connor most notably. These 3 videos went on to raise over $4.2 million for research that has led directly so far to 3 clinical trials that are treating children, have treated over 40 children already. It's pretty amazing, and it's only happened because of kind supporters like you and people who have shared these campaigns widely. These campaigns have reached places we never thought was even possible. And the impact, as mentioned, directly is translating into chances at a better life for children. So we'd like to show you the 3-minute Help Simon video now, and this amazing basketball talent little Simon has.
Yeah. When we first started noticing Simon's basketball skills, and not only just his skills, but his love for shooting hoops, we were delighted.
In the beginning, it was 3 feet out, and then the basketball hoop was, about the same height he was, and then it just continued to go up, and then he continued to move back, and it was like, wow.
His kind of more recent thing during the pandemic is trying to shoot and make 100 baskets.
People's comments are just classic. Right? They're saying like, oh, this kid has unlimited range. Oh, he's a little Steph Curry.
It was around that 18-month mark, I just felt like there was something that wasn't right. Something undiagnosed that was different than autism, but I had no idea.
I took Simon to see the geneticist. I'm looking at the paperwork, and there's this series of diagnoses, and then I see this new one that I've never seen before that says Sanfilippo Syndrome. And I think, what is this? I've never heard of this before. This must be an accident. How did this get on our paperwork? I think to myself, oh my gosh, we're gonna lose our little boy, and he's 2.5, and we're gonna lose him. He's not gonna be able to shoot hoops anymore. Simon will lose his ability to walk, talk, eat on his own. He'll suffer from dementia, possible seizures. He'll be in extreme pain. It'll be extreme suffering until he eventually passes away as a child or teenager at best.
When you ask what it's like to imagine life 10 years down the road, just kind of like watching your hopes and your vision for the future slipping away from you if he doesn't get treatment.
Scientists have discovered a new line of treatment that has significant potential for Simon and other kids with Sanfilippo syndrome. This could be absolutely groundbreaking and life-saving for Simon, so we need to take action now. He doesn't have time to wait. Other kids with this condition don't have time to wait.
We need funding to be able to find a cure for Sanfilippo, to be able to save Simon's life.
You would do anything for your child, for them to live the longest, happiest possible life. And we want that for our Simon. We cannot do it alone.
Please share, please donate. The time to act is now.
Yay, Simon!
Well, we hope you were touched by this story. The goal with Help Simon is to raise $1 million to move 2 research pathways forward and closer to clinical trial for children with Sanfilippo syndrome. We'd ask that you please share widely, helpsimon.com. That's where the campaign sits, and we're trying to share that everywhere and anywhere we can. And also, if you have any connections or ideas to help get this story out there further, please contact us. Please contact me directly. It really, really would help us to try to get this out there as far as we can get it. And we can use all the help we can get. Thank you again so much.